welcome everybody. My name's John Longo. Welcome to another episode of Kettlebottom Outdoor Pursuits. I'm here with my dear friends Mariella Perna, Captain Ralph, who we just were on his boat. We cleaned the boat, we cleaned the fish, and now we're ready to cook it. And Mariella's father, Antonio Garofalo Sr., who really knows how to eat and really knows how to cook. So Mariella, tell us what we're making today.
We're making pesce con patate. That means fish with potatoes. And this is a wonderful Sicilian recipe that my father has given me. And what I absolutely love is that once Ralph has caught the fish, he comes home and the fish is clean. It's been filleted at sea, and once I receive the fillet, all I do is just cut it into pieces. As you can see, I've got 5 pieces here. This recipe is very easy because basically all we need is a couple of fresh plum tomatoes that are very vine ripe, some minced garlic, sea salt, paprika, dried oregano, and Kalamata olives. And basically there's a few blacks and green, they're pitted and chopped. And of course a lot of fresh parsley, olive oil, black pepper, and the potatoes. And basically we used about 1 potato per person, and this is serving for 2 people. And I've peeled the potatoes, sliced them thin. You can use a mandolin or you can slice them by hand.
I noticed they're dry. Do you dry them?
Well, what happens is depending if I'm preparing this right away, if I'm preparing it right away after I've washed them, yes, of course I'm going to dry them. But I had them soaking in water so they don't turn black. Okay. And then I did dry them.
Okay, great.
Okay?
Great.
So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take a pan and we're going to just put a little bit of olive oil and just kind of just sprinkle that all over. Now what I like to do is just take my hand here, okay, and just kind of spread that all over. And we're going to line this baking dish with the potatoes. So you'll notice that I will just overlap them just slightly. This is a dish that the more potatoes you have, the better it even tastes. I don't think we can fit another one here. I have to prepare these potatoes. So what I'm going to do is a little bit more of the olive oil. Again, not too much, but just a little bit more. Because we're going to be broiling the potatoes in the oven. So I'm going to do just a little bit of the sea salt. Okay. And the reason why I love to use the paprika, they become nice and colorful. And now what we're going to do is, I already have set my oven to broil. So we're just going to pop this in, right on in here, at the top. I'm going to close it, and I'll say about maybe 6 to 7 minutes.
And what's the temperature?
Well, my oven is just high, so just broil.
Okay,
yes.
6 to 7 minutes.
Exactly.
Okay. She can cook anything actually, and that recipe, I've had bluefish a number of times. We catch them, the only saltwater fishing I do is off my parents' house in Kennebunkport. I grew up in Maine in the summers, and that's what you did, you surf cast it. I remember the first time I came home with one, I was, maybe 12 years old, and my father said, what are you going to do with that?
Oh, these look wonderful. What I like to do is have a fork and just test them. See how my fork goes all the way through?
Okay.
All right, so that means they're ready. All right, we'll close this off. So what I'm going to do is change this now from broil to bake, about 375, 380, depending on how hot your oven gets, but I have mine at 380, okay? We'll take just a few of these tomatoes, not too much, because remember we're going to be topping the rest with the fish, so just a few here and there. And we're going to end up with such a beautiful, colorful dish when this is done. A little bit of the parsley. Okay, a little bit, just like that. And basically what I'm doing to the potatoes, I later on will be doing on top of the fish also. I'm going to take my minced garlic, just a little dab here and there, just a little bit.
Now remember, you can get this full recipe and the full cooking segment at kettlebottom.com, so make sure you go there.
Yeah, this way you'll know exactly the amounts. And then what I like to do, some black pepper.
Oh, this is so easy, I could do it.
I know. And now what we'll do is we're going to start lining the fish just like this. Okay, I'm gonna put this like that, this like that.
We won't catch or keep anything that we're not going to eat. You know, it's kind of the sportsman's credo. It's what Kettlebottom stands for, and it's the people that I hunt or fish or do any kind of sporting activity with. If you're not going to eat it, then you shouldn't take it.
And it's set to go in the oven. There we go. Right in the center.
So this has been in now for what, about 15 minutes or so?
Actually, this one has been in about for 18 minutes.
Okay.
And the reason for that is because this fish is just a little thicker.
Okay.
The bluefish doesn't get completely white.
Right.
But you know, you'll know it's cooked when you pull away. See how easily it flakes?
Yep.
And see how moist it is? It's not dry.
Okay, great. It smells delicious. I can't wait for smell-o-vision. Wow. Wow. That was an incredible meal, and there was that kind of apprehension. Even I've eaten 1,000 meals over the Pernas. You know, I mean, the food is never an issue. It's like going to Todd and Eileen's house for dinner. It's going to be amazing. I didn't think that, you know, it was going to be bad. I just was so surprised on how good it was.
I'll be honest with you, I did make it.
Yeah?
I did follow the recipe. It was great. Yeah.
You know,
Probably not as good as Mariella's, but it was good.
yeah. I mean, it's just something that.
And I got that right off the website.
Right.
Because you were probably hunting.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get a hold of you.
Make sure you go to kettlebottom.com to get the full recipe and the full cooking segment on how to make this pesce con patate. Not bad? Con patate. Not bad, huh? Not bad for an Italian guy.